So picture this. What happens when a high-stakes, ancient spy mission goes disastrously wrong within literally just hours? Well, that's exactly what two Israelite scouts faced. They were sent to scope out the heavily fortified city of Jericho, and bam, they immediately find themselves in extreme mortal danger. Okay, let's dive right into this explainer, Ancient Espionage, the Spies of Jericho. Honestly, this isn't just some dry, ancient history lesson. No way. We're talking about a fast-paced, edge-of-your-seat thriller packed with survival, rapid-fire, quick thinking, and, some really unlikely alliances. The tension here escalates so fast. Right at nightfall, the spies slip into the house of a woman named Rahab. But just hours later, their cover is completely blown. The king of Jericho literally demands they be dragged out. Midnight hits, and Rahab makes this absolutely crucial split-second decision. She hides them and sends the king's guards off on a total wild goose chase right before the city gates lock up pre-dawn. So how did she do it? Well, Rahab's clever cover-up is what saves them. It's not like she had some high-tech secret bunker, right? Instead, she used everyday items. She perfectly camouflaged these terrified fugitives from the searching guards using just stalks of flax. Just regular flax that was already laid out in order on her roof to dry. A brilliant hiding spot. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole psychological warfare at play here. The people of Jericho were in sheer panic. Rahab even noted that their hearts did melt. But why were they so terrified? Well, Israel had this formidable, terrifying track record. Word had spread like wildfire about them drying up the Red Sea and utterly destroying the Amorite kings Sihon and Og. So the crucial point we really need to look at is Rahab's incredible pivot. Actually, it's a masterclass in negotiation. Knowing Jericho is effectively doomed, she leverages her position. She flat out tells them, "I know that the Lord hath given you the land." And right there, she negotiates for her family's survival, demanding a true token of their safety. Which brings us to a highly tense secret pact. The spies agreed to her terms, saying, "Our life for yours, if ye utter not this our business." Think about that. It's a strict, literal life or death agreement. They promised to protect her entire family, father, mother, and siblings, but only on the condition that she keeps absolute, total silence about their whole operation. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth would an invading army know which house to spare in all the chaos? Answer: the scarlet thread. The spies instruct her to bind a bright red cord right in her window to serve as that visual token of safety. But, and this is a big but, the condition was absolute. Anyone who stepped outside her doors during the attack, they would absolutely not be protected. Let's move to the escape and see how this builds. Because Rahab's house was actually built directly into the town wall, their daring escape kicks off by them literally rappelling down that wall by a cord. From there, step 2. They are instructed to flee directly to the mountain to avoid the main roads. And step 3? Just wait it out until the pursuers finally give up. And they do exactly that. The spies follow her precise protocol, spending 3 agonizingly tense days just hiding out in the mountains. Meanwhile, Jericho's guards are completely wasting their time, searching all the way out to the Jordan River fords and finding absolutely nothing. So the mission succeeds. The spies finally return to Joshua with this incredibly confident report. "Truly, the Lord hath delivered into our hands all the land, for even all the inhabitants of the country do faint because of us." Thanks entirely to Rahab's inside intelligence about the psychological state of Jericho, what started as a terribly botched infiltration turned into a massive strategic victory. Which really leaves us with a final provocative thought. How often do history's greatest victories hinge entirely on the courage of an unexpected outsider? Honestly, Rahab's quick thinking fundamentally altered the course of ancient history. Keep that in mind as we wrap up this explainer. Thanks for joining us.